Greetings to everyone. This is TFT Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with Goth Tarot. It's my weekly look into the shadow, emotional issues of our lives. And I want everyone to once again relax as we go down this boulevard. I'm going to be using the Midnight Boulevard again, and I'm going to layer the cards with other cards. I've felt a really strong resonance towards using some other decks, and I figured the perfect way to do that would be to go back to the Mystic Triangle reading that I used to do earlier in the seasons of Goth Tarot. It's basically based on the so-called Magick or Mystic Triangle of two interlaced pyramids, and I kind of adapted it, of course, for my own uses here. So I'll be using 3 cards from the Midnight Boulevard, and then to fill out the other positions on the reading, I'll be using the Dark Wood Tarot, the Crow's Magic Tarot, the Incubus Tarot, and as hinted at, the Uncommon Tarot. So I'm going to get started with that right away. Oh, and by the way, at the end, our shadow work or affirmation work will come from the Shadow and Light Oracle, which is on loan to me from the Banshee, as is the Dark Wood Tarot. I used that last week to do Beyond the Boulevard kind of idea I had for working with the Midnight Boulevard. So, as I said, let's get started. So the first card will remain, as usual, the Dark Design. And I'm drawing it from the Midnight Boulevard. And the Dark Design basically is the environment around us. What's going on around you at this time? I wanted to have a bigger layout with the spread, so I did move my cameras around a little bit for this. It's the reversed King of Wands. The King of Wands is reversed, and that means that maybe we're not feeling very confident or brave in our environment. We might feel challenged by specific situations going on right now. We're sort of feeling like we need to fall back and regroup, and we just don't feel we have that oomph or energy or something to move things forward, especially with any of our actual ambitions and goals that we're working on. So maybe this is about the influence of others, the Dark Drama, my second card, and I'm going to pull the Dark Drama from it's such a hard call. I think I'm going to pull it from the Dark Wood Tarot. And most of these decks I selected for a sense of a liminal kind of quality in their thematic representation. So also too, if maybe the artistic design kind of worked with the design of the Midnight Boulevard. I'm going to throw another card from the Boulevard in a minute, but we're doing this little detour of the decks. So the dark drama is the influence of others. It could be gossip. It could be situations that you know about or don't know about. Maybe the cards will tell us what that is. It's the reversed Eight of Pentacles. So certain people feel like maybe, you're not attentive to the situations, or that you're coasting by on a lack of skills, or that you're not really prepared or able to do the work. They may feel you're unreliable, or you don't have a knowledge or skill set that you need to work on these things. And these things may be expressed once again by the dark drama, what's around you now, the sense of giving up on something. Maybe they feel it's wise that you did this, or maybe this is part of the pattern of what's going on there. It is kind of interesting. Let's see what the next position tells us. I call that the dark destiny, and that refers to the idea of moving forward, the possibility of the future. And I'm going to go back to the Midnight Boulevard for this one. So as the cards have now more or less stood, this gives us a sense of how or where things could be in the future. So it's not a definite future, but it's looking like where the trend could be going. What is the dark destiny moving forward? It's the Three of Wands reversed. Kind of an interesting image. So the Three of Wands reversed. You're not going to be able to take advantage of a certain opportunity or understand how to really deal with a certain challenge. And it's probably because of this baggage that is represented by the reversed King of Wands, and to some degree the baggage other people may be laying with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So not great. It may be saying you really have to try harder to find the opportunity in this mess here. So we're going to move to card 4, the beginning of the next triangle. Maybe I should move these apart more like that. Make it more of that kind of triangle. And so the next triangle begins with card 4, the dark shadows. The idea of what may still be haunting you, what kind of things you can't let go of, what presences or energies or situations are still causing problems. And I'm going to use the Uncommon Tarot, as I have hinted at. The Uncommon Tarot is a deck I looked at the way it was laid out, and artistically it's different from the Midnight Boulevard, but I still felt there was some sort of resonance between the overall color and feel of this deck towards that. So I'm hoping that it gives us something nice here. But the dark shadows, what haunts us, could be inner problems as well as just maybe other things outside of ourselves that we're not able to loosen the grip of. More likely the former, in my opinion. So what are the dark shadows? And it's the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is more or less in direct opposition to the reversed King of Wands. So it's tempting to think that what haunts us is that we really want to see ourselves, moving forward in a charming manner. Maybe we feel we don't want all of that responsibility of being the king, and maybe we're avoiding it. And the king usually has to have a lot more control over a lot of areas of not only their own life but other people's lives. And as a knight, we're still maybe a little more free to pursue our own goals or objectives. And so what haunts us maybe is that we want to really move in that role, and we don't necessarily want to deal with these other things, including the fact that maybe this opportunity can only present itself through more than what the knight is able to deliver. Okay? So now we're going to go back to the Midnight Boulevard for its final card, the third card, and it's position 5, the Dark Truth. And it represents what we may have to accept here in this matter, that even though we maybe want to leap beyond other people's expectations, that's the first 2 cards, and or the fact that maybe people don't have faith or confidence in us, we have a sense of confidence in ourselves, at least in moving towards what we think our goals are. It just seems to be that others want us to do more, think we're being lazy somehow or something like that. What is the dark truth? What is the reality that we may have to accept here? Once again, from the Midnight Boulevard. It's the reversed Page of Cups. The dark truth that we may have to accept is that we're limited here. We don't have the ability to really be intuitive at all and understand where this can go. It may totally catch us or blindside us. We may be caught in paying too much attention to our own personal stuff, personal issues of a sort, and not be ready for what could be happening. The dark truth representing the idea of something catching us, blindsiding us. We're not able to move forward with a particular goal or aspiration, especially if this could be related to friendships or emotional issues, romance, relationships. So what is the dark twist? The final card, well, not the final card, the card that completes the pyramid. There'll still be a 7th card. It'll go there. So I'm using the Incubus Tarot. It's a newer deck, and I did an unboxing recently, and I can resonate to this one, and I think I wanted to use it today. I thought it would be a nice complement or pair for the Midnight Boulevard. So, what is the dark twist? What is the unexpected or unforeseen possibility? A person entering the fray, a situation or energy showing up What could bring an unexpected change or twist to the whole matter, whether good or bad, but maybe something you should know about, you could hopefully know about. Boy, it's the reversed Ace of Swords. The reversed Ace of Swords, the twist is maybe something really falls apart. It's pretty much either one or two things. It could be a bittersweet kind of victory for somebody. Maybe somebody wins against you, but the price brings a sense of a bitterness to them. Or this is you. Maybe you're able to make a victory or to stop someone else's victory that impinges on this matter, but there's a price to pay. So more likely, the dark twist is working against you. It probably restores a sense of order, but not with you having the sense of agency you're going to need. Whatever this works out, I just sort of feel you're losing your sense of agency or ownership or control over matters. Somebody realizes that you're not capable of being their king of wands, being their knight in their king in shining armor, their person who really can control the situation. You would rather maybe avoid the situation, but there's too much invested here. You have opportunities that you will miss that could probably be helpful here. I think the final card then is coming from the Crow's Magic Tarot, and it represents the dark gift, the energy or resources, the magic, the intuition, skills, allies, some gift that may help you through the situation. There's no guarantee in this reading. I sort of feel that it could go a number of ways here. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. What is the dark gift that can hopefully help you in this week's reading? It's the Nine of Cups. And it could simply be put saying this is an act of magic for you. This is a wish of the highest order that tends to be the energy of the Nine of Cups. That maybe this is something you have to put a lot of energy into, whether it is magical energy, prayer energy, something like that. But the dark gift could also be realizing that you have what you need now. You have a level, or you will have a level of comfort and emotional clarity and belonging in a place, and that you will appreciate that. So it could be both of those even too, that really by putting your intentions towards that dream there, you could resolve this. Good luck. Good luck with that. Good luck with getting what you want. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be doing a shadow work or affirmation reading from this oracle, the Shadow and Light Oracle. Passion, purpose. I like it. It sort of like has a dual tone to it, like a bright light hitting one side and then a golden-ish color on the other side. So I'm going to lay that one right there. It's number 10, Passion and Purpose. Passion and purpose are deeply connected. Your purpose is what drives you forward. Your motivation, your fuel to your engine. But if you are not being asked, what is your purpose in life, you might find that a bit difficult to answer straight away. It is something we rarely reflect over. We just do it. If you were instead asked, what are you passionate about? This is more likely to light up a fire inside of you, and you know the answer straight away. By identifying your passion, you will most likely find the answer to what your purpose is. Somewhere behind it. Look within and see what you can find. Place a hand on your heart and ask yourself what truly makes you happy. In what scenario does time fly, and what makes you forget about all the stress you might have? We often go about our lives without reflecting too much on what we are doing, and more importantly, why we are doing it. This card is an indication for you to search within yourself, to single out what you are passionate about, what drives you forward, and what motivates you to do different things. It's an indication for you to revert to your purpose by focusing on what you love and care about most. Try and connect with your inner passion, and then see how you can use this in your life to create meaning for others. And in return, it will help you to feel what your true purpose is. Without sharing your passion and skills with others, it is only a joy and a passion. But by giving to the world, you create that purpose. Affirmation. I trust my passion to lead me to my purpose. And that was fantastic. I don't know if you got that, but I really think it sort of says this idea about the Knight of Wands right there being what haunts us is the fact is we want to pursue that passion. The wand suits are about that level of passion and drive that we feel, and that ultimately can lead us to the realization of our wishes through our sense of the dark gift. So I think that this week may be hard for some people, and that people really want you to do something that they want you to feel is the right thing. This is the right thing for you to do. But maybe you have to follow your heart and your passion. And within that, you can find purpose, as the meditation says. I hope we can find that true, all of us. So I want to thank you for coming to Goth Tarot today. Don't forget to watch our live show tomorrow night. That's from 7 to 9 p.m. Also, my other show, The Emotional Exchanges, is on Friday morning at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. 7 o'clock it releases. Forgot there. And we have happy hour on Saturday. It's usual time of 10 a.m. Later in the day, it's the winter solstice, and we're celebrating by doing the monthly modality message for all the signs of the zodiac. It's our recorded reading that's tarot and astrology in a way that probably most people don't expect. It's a really good reading, so check that out. It's going to be at 5 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday is Banshees Material Matters at 10 a.m. We're live in the chat room for that recorded reading, and we have a lot of fun there too. So check us out there if you want to hang out with us. And then Sunday, we are live again, our regular normal live stream from 2 to 4 p.m. So that's it. Until next time, have a very goth week.